Dealing with the condition itself is not enough.
Dear Mr. Massa, I'm just trying to mind my own business. What's the matter? It's just another day, another black king captured. I'm about to lose my brain, stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put 2 dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Tamir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coons. The white man to go nuts if he can't shoot. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make
We are
sense.
denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Ahmadiyyah.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin?
Ahmadiyyah.
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, even to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations. I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
I'm getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
in my blood. Kings all in my circle, you touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunsa. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah, talking reparations. America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. I see a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all in Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat.
This is the sound of Eric Malcolm.
It's a cut on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans, and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X straps to my jeans and I got
every time look at a sex day. My kicks and words, my faith, can't even only be my day. It's like an earthquake, don't call you out. Create a constant, just get it from your back. Such an awesome place, just a more for all.
About Mr. Brown? What they?
They. Look at it. Kareem Akbar. That's right, the educated brother from the bank. He's the real head of the CMB, the brains behind the whole thing.
I told you, this thing is bigger than Nino Brown, and I got a list of proof. If I'm going down, I'm taking a whole lot of people.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the original Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur, and this is your Saturday Vitamins. Okay, hold on. I forgot to put something on here real quick. Okay, so as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. All right. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Dr_A_Shakur, TikTok at Dr. A Shakur, and Twitter at DGoddess27. And as per usual, if you don't like what the Queen is cooking, you should be asking yourself why you're even here. Okay, so let's get this party started. Let's get it started. All right, Larry Billups is here, Buckhorst, DC, Greta. All right, Sandra, Desmond, Lillian X, All Hell No, Sweet D in the house. Okay, so let's get into it. Sandra, I see you. Shout out to my moderators putting in work. Nessie X is here, 504 NOLA. All right, y'all know I love me some Royals. So how is the picture looking, guys? Am I lagging or anything? Y'all know how they do. Okay, so let's get into it. Hey, Samantha. Okay, everyone get the likes up. Doesn't cost you anything. Please hit the like button. Hello, Deja Vu. Laverne is here. Exact 2. All right. Trisha Andrew is here. Thank you for your compliments, beloved. Adele is here. Ben Judah. I hope I said your name right. Okay, so let's get into it. I see you, Deronda. First things first. Say what now? Please do not tell me that Kabami and Biden are under an investigation. They're under a whole probe, y'all. They're under a whole probe, you guys. It's all nefarious. But listen, not only that, thanks, Lillian said, looks good so far. Oh, hell no. I said, okay, thanks. All right. So listen, you guys. First of all, they have come out and said, now they have some man whose is blocked. And this person is supposedly, I don't know if this is fake, real, or what, because y'all know with AI technology, you can never tell these days. But they have someone saying that, the bag of now they're actually saying that is okay. There we go. Freeze it up. I see it freeze it up. Okay, so I'm just going to turn the camera off, guys. Okay, I'm supposed to have somebody coming to look at this internet tomorrow, see what's going on. Because due to the hurricane, there's technical difficulties. Okay, so anyway, but let's just keep it going. So basically, they're saying that it was Kabami's. Now, I'm not going to co-sign that. I'm just telling y'all what they're saying. But the truth of the matter is they are under a probe. Okay, so let's talk about it. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. It says Biden-Harris administration probe urged over Medicare premium offset plan before election. Republicans have accused the administration of trying to mask premium increases. Now, a planned $5 billion Biden-Harris administration venture that would offset Medicare premium increases just before the presidential election may be a Hatch Act violation. So they're saying that they violated the Hatch Act. Okay, and should be investigated according to a letter sent to the Department of Justice by Senator Rand Paul from Kentucky. Rand Paul stays with his foot on people's necks. Remember how he did Dr. Fauci, aka Dr. Fraudchi?
Now, the Hatch Act prohibits political activity conducted in an official capacity, you see. All right. And so, with that all being said, Rand says, my colleagues and I are concerned that the Biden-Harris administration is inappropriately using taxpayer funds to mask the defective Medicare Part D policies enacted as part of the Inflation Reduction Act, also known as the IRA of 2022. This is what Rand Paul wrote to Corey Amundsen, the chief of the Public Integrity Section at the DOJ. Yeah, right. He wants this thoroughly investigated because these two might be scheming. Okay, so given the IRA's central role in the Biden-Harris administration's presidential campaign, these concerns warrant additional investigation. See, we need somebody that's, independent of them, because these people apparently are dealing with them as they are on their presidential campaign tour and all of that. Okay, it says these concerns warrant additional investigation because they have a role in Biden-Harris's administration campaign. Now, Paul also noted that Medicare premiums significantly increased in 2023 following the IRA becoming law. Additionally, Medicare Part D, those premiums were expected to rise even higher this year when open enrollment begins in October, says Paul. Yet the Biden-Harris administration very deliberately initiated a demonstration program to address rising costs for seniors only in an election year. Try to do anything to get in the White House. Kabami, please sit down somewhere. Let's just go to the footage. Okay, lights up, everyone. Please like and share. Remember, it doesn't cost you a thing. I knew these two were slick. Okay, I just knew it. Please pay attention. Okay. Cat Williams said it's up for everybody in 2024, and that includes Biden and Kabami.
Small business and entrepreneurship and help committees. Senator, thanks very much for being here. You just heard that about a subpoena from Richard Blumenthal. Should Alejandro Mayorkas be subpoenaed to start giving us some answers on these things which he is overseeing, not just the wide open border where 10 million illegals have come on his watch, but also overseeing the Secret Service, where we're getting.
Now, pay attention because this is all about Mayorkas, okay? Now, remember how they're not letting people help those that are, having problems due to the hurricane and all of that. So please pay attention. These people are something else.
No information on these assassination attempts.
Well, Secretary Mayorkas has a history of not being very forthcoming. I will say one of the most important things that we've asked the Secret Service for was denials of security. So the Trump security detail, Secret Service detail, as well as the Trump campaign for months and months requested more security, and this was denied by the Secret Service. They know it. I've asked the director. They've looked into it, but they haven't shared any of it with us. We know that in Butler County was the first time that they had counter snipers there. Thank God. If they had not had the counter snipers there, that shooter would have continued, and Donald Trump would have surely been killed, as well as many more people. He was taken down pretty quickly, but there was a host of errors. He never should have gotten on the roof. They saw him for 90 minutes, but never stopped the proceeding in order to interview him or interdict him. They knew he was on the roof, man on a roof for 3 minutes. That was broadcast to the control tent, and yet Trump was still not taken from the stage. So the first assassination attempt, error after error after error, but these were errors of willpower, not manpower. Now, like Washington, everything else, somebody fails at their job, you give them more money. No, why don't we replace the people who didn't do their job and have better people in those positions?
And let me just tell you guys something. I want you all to pay attention to how they're not really covering the attempted assassinations on Trump. The last two, have you all noticed that they're really not covering those? And quite frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if, in fact, they arrested Diddy on the 16th because that was in order for them to get Trump's assassination attempts out of the news because it was trending, okay? Because it happened on September the 15th, if I'm not mistaken, and then Diddy gets arrested the next day. So I think they were trying to get Trump out of the news. They don't want people talking about his attempted assassination. The second one, the first one, they tried to say it was a hoax. Some of the Democrats, you know, those Kabami supporters were saying it was all staged, even though somebody lost their life. I want you all to pay attention. Now, mind you, had there been an attempted assassination on Kabami, and then it was the same set of circumstances exactly, I guarantee you, Kabami supporters wouldn't have been talking about, oh, it was staged, it was all fake. Okay, so just pay attention because I noticed the timing of all these little things, and I just quite frankly do believe that they decided to lock Diddy up on the 16th to get that in the headline so it would outshine what they were saying about Trump's attempted assassination. But hey, what do I know? Let's continue.
With the most recent attack, what kind of security is it that doesn't sweep a fence?
It's unbelievable.
That doesn't go around and sweep the perimeter. Now, local law enforcement had said if he had been president, there would be sufficient perimeter set up for him. So it is a different type of security. We're a big country. The Secret Service has lots of people and lots of money. They can provide better service, but it requires more intelligent analysis of what he needs for security.
But I mean, what do you think is going on here? I mean, you know, shouldn't the level of protection match the level of the threat? After the first assassination attempt, the FBI said there will be more. That was the point, to say there will be more. We're expecting it. We need to get ahead of it.
Yeah, without question, with 2 assassination attempts within about a 2-month period, he needs more protection. Something bad is going to happen. But what we also have to have is a discussion in our country where networks like CNN and MSNBC are daily saying that he is a danger to democracy and someone has to do something about it. These left-wing networks aren't saying he has bad policy. Hillary Clinton wasn't saying he had bad policy. She's saying he's a danger. The implication is we won't be able to stop him through the election. We must stop him otherwise. And they are inciting every crazy or angry person in our country. And frankly, CNN and MSNBC need to tone down their rhetoric because they are part of the incitement to violence.
Yeah, Hillary.
Yes, they absolutely are. And please pay attention to how they keep saying Hillary. Hillary is something else, okay?
Clinton yesterday said she doesn't understand why the media can't get on this narrative. It's a consistent narrative that Trump is a threat. This from the woman who lied and made up a story that Trump colluded with Russia back in 2016 and actually paid for a Steele dossier to come up with just embellishment and lies and actually made it go viral across the world. She has some nerve calling somebody else a threat.
You got that right. She's the darn threat. She needs to sit down. Hillary, or as I like to call her, Hillary. Can you please explain why in the hell all these people that crossed you and Bill turned up dead? Let's talk about it because, hey, what about her former aide who allegedly had something to do with her emails getting leaked? Okay, remember that big to-do about her emails? Yeah, what about it? How about that person turned up dead about 2 or 3 in the morning on a Washington, D.C. street? They tried to say that it was robbery, but he was still wearing his fancy Rolex watch and still had cash. So does that sound like a robbery? I don't think so. Okay, so let's talk about that. What about other people that have come up dead? Oh, the young girl that worked at the Starbucks who had alleged ties to Hillary. Yeah, y'all probably didn't know about that. You know, I could make a whole list, but I'm not going to get into it right now. But Hillary's the last one who needs to talk about somebody dangerous, okay? Because I happen to believe that it's absolutely dangerous to cross her or Bill. All right, so let's get into it. Or let's continue.
Yeah, Hillary Clinton was the only one I know of who actually colluded with Russia.
Exactly.
Bizarre, completely bizarre how they've taken this and twisted and twisted. But, you know, then the concern is that, you know, the Department of Justice is supposed to be someone independent. They're appointed by President Biden. And the question is, since they're using lawfare against Donald Trump in the federal courts right now by, you know, trying to go after, I think, spurious type of charges that are politically motivated, now do we trust them to investigate and to protect the former president? This is where we are, where we doubt them.
Well, that's very discouraging, unfortunately. And the politicization in all of these agencies obviously runs deep, the DOJ included. I want to move on to the Middle East, though. At least 9 people
Okay, so you all heard it. You all heard it. So now let's go to this video where they're talking about Kabami. No, you know what? Before we go to that, let's talk about the fact that, some of you all may not know this, but Kamala, she goes back and forth with her views. She talks about how she doesn't want to ban fracking, but previously she wanted to ban fracking. And I don't believe her. Because for one, I'm going to show you a video where a reporter confronted her after showing her right to her face her own words about banning fracking that was used in a Trump campaign. And what she did, how she responded to that. But before I get into that, I just want to tell you guys that she was so against banning fracking that did you guys know that she actually wanted to sue Obama? Okay. This is why Obama doesn't like her. He knew Obama didn't like her. Now, he can say he does, but I don't believe it. I felt like I had told some relatives, I don't think Obama or Michelle really like Kabami. And I do believe this is why it took him a minute to endorse her. I don't think that they really care for her. And I still don't think so. And now this further makes me think so. Because she was upset. Okay, that time Harris sued Obama over fracking, but now we're supposed to think that she doesn't want to ban it? Girl, you literally filed a lawsuit. Okay, Joe Biden's support for fracking and Kamala Harris's opposition to it represent one of the deepest fault lines within the Democratic presidential ticket. The gap used to be wider. In her final days as California Attorney General, Harris sued the Obama administration over the Interior Department's permitting regime for hydraulic fracturing off the Pacific coast. Environmental groups had already spent years battling offshore fracking in court, and they welcomed the state's involvement as a boost. Now, at the time, Harris said, we must take every possible step to protect our precious coastline and ocean. That's what she said when she announced her lawsuit against Obama. The U.S. Department of Interior's inadequate environmental assessment would open the door to practices like fracking that may pose a threat to the health and well-being of California communities, she said. We must balance our energy needs with our long-standing commitment to protecting our natural resources and public health. Harris filed the lawsuit on December the 19th, 2016. Okay, 2 weeks before she would be sworn in as California's junior senator. The timing meant that it would be the Trump administration defending offshore fracking in court, even though it was the Obama administration that had approved the permits and produced an environmental review that claimed no significant impact from fracking. Now, some activists wished Harris had involved the state sooner, but they nevertheless praised her for bringing California's resources and political heft to bear on the case. They said she could have taken a pass, and she didn't. This is what Brett Harrell, one of the Center for Biological Diversity Action Fund, that's what he said. The center is one of the groups that had been litigating California's offshore fracking for years. Okay, so I just want you all to know that she actually sued Obama, all right? But now she wants us to think that she's all for fracking, but she never really goes into detail as to why. Okay, so let's get into it.
How many folks support Vice President Harris? Any hands? No hands. Wow. Okay. It's nobody's business. It's nobody's business, says one man. So there you go.
She was one of the strongest proponents of that ban. She didn't just favor the abolition of private health insurance. She was a co-sponsor of the bill with Bernie Sanders as a U.S. Senator for Medicare for All for Americans. The reality is, when you think about the Green New Deal, she was the chief proponent, not just as a co-sponsor of the legislation, but going further and saying she would end the filibuster in the Senate to ram that through. So the reality is she can say what she wants to say now. Those are actions she has taken. Is someone allowed to evolve? Of course they are. But she deserves to explain exactly why she's changed those positions, exactly what her position is. If it's not a ban on fracking, what exactly is it? What exactly is her health care plan if she no longer favors abolishing private health insurance, which just 4 short years ago when she ran for president, she did? And that's the kind of scrutiny that's been missing. I think Donald Trump has received plenty of scrutiny, and I give credit to him for sitting for hostile interviews that Kamala Harris has not.
Harris will ban all fracking.
Will you commit to implementing a federal ban on fracking your first day in office?
There's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking.
That will immediately put tens of thousands of Pennsylvanians out of work and send utility bills skyrocketing.
There's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking.
Trump will protect clean energy fracking and protect the jobs it creates.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Well, imagine it's how we heat our homes and our factories, and this is that you've had 4 years as vice president to do all the things you've promised in the campaign, but haven't done it. Is he right, or did President Biden not give you or limit it in some way your role as vice president?
So let's start with this. I think that the former president is really becoming quite desperate, and is really been offering a lot of misstatements and misinformation, and perhaps it's because he wants to distract from the fact that he has offered no plan for the American people. I have talked about this before. I invite you to go to his rallies, and what you'll hear about full time is him talking about himself and his personal grievances, but what you won't hear him talking about is you and the needs that you have as a working person, as a family person. My plan is about building an opportunity economy where I'm going to give first-time home buyers a $25,000 down payment assistance so they can get their foot in their door to be able to be a homeowner. My plan is about $6,000 tax deduction for middle-class families for the first year of their child's life to help them buy a crib or a car seat. My plan is about getting a $50,000 tax deduction to start up businesses, to our small businesses, knowing that they are part of the backbone of America's economy. Those are my plans. And I think that, unfortunately, what we've got on the other side is someone who wants to distract from the fact that his plan is about giving billionaires and big corporations a tax break like he did the last time and doing that again.
But you would acknowledge that as vice president, you can't do the things that you can do as president.
Well, absolutely. There's only one president of the United States. But I have been very excited to spend time in Pittsburgh. You're talking about my economic plan, but to spend time in Pittsburgh and in the rest of the state talking with folks about what I intend to do as president. And I am so honored and humbled to have received a lot of the support from the folks in that beautiful city of Pittsburgh and around the state, because I believe that what I'm talking about in terms of lifting up American workers and American families is something people want to know that their president will do.
My Lord. I mean, talk about gaslighting and deflection. Okay, for someone to make such an easy answer, okay, so complex and filled with so much word salad. Whew, honey, I absolutely cannot. But let's go to Biden. Likes up, everyone, please. A like and share.
The election is a month away. One, I'd like to know how you're feeling about how this election is going. And then also, do you have confidence that it will be a free and fair election and that it will be peaceful?
Two separate questions.
Very much.
I'm confident it'll be free and fair. I don't know whether it'll be peaceful. The things that Trump has said and the things that he said last time out, when he didn't like the outcome of the election, were very dangerous. If you notice, I noticed that the vice presidential Republican candidate did not say he'd accept the outcome of the election. They haven't even accepted the outcome of the last election. So I'm concerned about what they're going to do.
Are you making any preparations, getting security briefings related to domestic security?
I always get those briefings.
All right, we gotta move on.
Biden, please sit down somewhere, okay? They just keep on talking about Trump being dangerous. Funny thing is, they're talking about Trump being so dangerous, but at the end of the day, he's the one that's gotten the assassination attempts. All right? I'm just saying, please pay attention. Now, what about when Kabami was trying to say that J.D. Vance doesn't really care about America? His only loyalty is to Trump, which may or may not be true, but J.D. Vance went in on her.
Hey, everyone. So Donald Trump has picked his new running mate, J.D. Vance. Trump looked for someone he knew would be a rubber stamp for his extreme agenda, and make no mistake, J.D. Vance will be loyal only to Trump, not to our country. And unlike Mike Pence, Vance said he would have carried out Trump's plan to overturn the 2020 election. He supports a national abortion ban and voted against protecting IVF. And if elected, he will help implement the Extreme Project 2025 plan for a second Trump term, which would target critical programs like Head Start and Medicare. But we are not going to let that happen.
I'd like to ask the Vice President, what has she done to question my loyalty to this country? I served in the United States Marine Corps. I went to Iraq for this country. I built a business for this country. And my running mate took a bullet for this country. So my question to Kamala Harris is, what the have you done to question our loyalty to the United States of America?
Okay, jazz hands on that, because girl, what have you done? Okay. What have you done, Kabami? Now, that was a good question as far as I'm concerned. Okay, Kabami apologist. I know y'all hate it. Okay? I know y'all just hate it. Nandy said, did he just cuss, honey? At the end of the day, honey, he is grown. All right? Lillian X said, crooked politics. Okay? So, anyway, let's continue. Kabami calling other people liars says, right, exactly. Okay, Yvonne said she offered $750 to the people. Yes, she did. Okay, but honey, let me just tell you all something. Let's get into it. Speaking of the people, let's talk about what the people are in fact saying. Now, if you all remember, I told you guys on last night, I believe it was, about the quartz and the lithium deposits down there in Carolina and why they're so thirsty to get their hands on it, right? For the AI chips and all of that. And now we have all of this devastation. And it seems to me like the government doesn't want to help these people, nor do they want anyone else to help them. I mean, that's just how it looks. But, so a video came out a few hours ago, sometime on yesterday, where they say that the Puerto Ricans, the citizens of Puerto Rico, finding out that FEMA was hiding survival goods just to make Trump look bad. Now I'm like, what? Let me just share my screen so you all can see this. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. Here we go.
Guys, Corillo. Seguimos aquí, las personas siguen, como pueden ver. La policía está llamando, tengan pendiente, llamen.
Bueno, ella dijo que eso no era de ella, que no era conocimiento.
Coordinado, todo se hace coordinado. Vamos a tratar de llevar.
Now, y'all know that is a crying shame. This is so low down. Okay? This is so low down, but this is what they did. Just nefarious, honey. Please pay attention. It's all a shame. It is all a shame, but they want us to think Trump is the one that's dangerous, honey. What about them? Okay, please make it all make sense. And whose idea you think that was? But hold on, because listen to this elder as he talks about the lithium deposits, like I told you guys on yesterday. Likes up, everyone, please like and share.
please don't scroll. Please watch this entire video because you will see about 6 or 7 or 8 pictures at the end of it showing you proof of everything that I'm about to say. So please, please watch this entire video. So between Kings Mountain and Chimney Rock, North Carolina is the largest lithium deposit in the world. And the rights are owned by Albemarle Global. And on September the 24th, they actually applied for federal and state permits to redirect and reconstruct their mining operation between Kings Mountain and Chimney Rock. So Albemarle is owned mostly by stockholders, Vanguard and BlackRock Group. Well, guess who the biggest investor in BlackRock and Vanguard is? Douglas Emhoff, Kamala Harris's husband. So, Albemarle.
Y'all heard that right? Y'all heard that right? That is Kabami's husband. Now, I have questions. Is this what Hillary was talking about? We're going to find out about Kabami in October. Y'all keep listening. All nefarious, honey. Didn't know this.
Albemarle is home headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina. And when these permits get approved, they're proposing $250 billion yearly in mining. Douglas Emhoff's Stockholdings just went up substantially. And guess who is the final approval for the permits? That would be our lovely VP. So, as I said, I'm going to post about 6 or 7, maybe 8 pictures at the end of this video, and you can see for yourself. It's a disgrace.
He got
The
receipts.
loss of life for money. So please, I beg you, if you have any heart and any love for life and liberty and the wrongdoing that's going on right now, please like, comment, and repost this to everybody. Everybody. Thank you.
I'm talking about low down, honey. Are y'all seeing it? He got the receipts. Okay, so Kabami is something else. Where is Support the Arts? I need Support the Arts up in here to get this knowledge and information about Kabami. Okay? This is all crazy. But didn't I tell you guys that Doug Emhoff is going to be running stuff in the White House if Kabami gets in there? She can't run this country. She can barely string a sentence together. And at the end of the day, they've already got him going around doing interviews like he's going to be running stuff. And he's talking about how he's going to get on the, he's going to be fighting against anti-Semitism and all that, which is absolutely fine. But sir, why are you doing interviews? When have the spouses of the candidates been doing interviews? I have questions. Okay, this is all crazy, but hold on. Let's not stop there. Let's see what other people are saying, because I already told you guys that Elon Musk said that he was essentially being pressured by the nefarious Biden administration and the media to stop providing Starlink services to flood-ravaged communities in North Carolina, saying they wanted him to stay out of it and let them handle it. But how are they handling it? They're not handling it, because this is why some people didn't even get the little measly $750 that they said they were going to give them. Some people didn't get anything. Now they're talking about they're out of funds because they gave $1.4 billion to the migrants. Okay, so how are they handling it besides going around and confiscating food that was privately collected by other people who want to help, and then threatening to lock up people who are literally there to rescue and save people? Okay, yes, it is. LVL, gaslighting at its finest. Okay, this is all a load of BS, and now I'm starting to see why. Okay, now I am absolutely starting to see why. You're right. What does Kabami have to say about this? But hold on, because let's talk about it. Because there's more information on the Medicare. Okay, so let's get into it. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. I'm gonna video. Everybody's going in on Kabami, honey. She's getting exposed left and right. Stay tuned.
Single person that's on Medicare right now is fucked after the election. And I'm going to be real with you. The Biden-Harris administration fucked you so hard, I don't even know if electing Trump can save you. Let me explain. So the Biden-Harris administration is currently under investigation for violation of the Hatch Act. Now, I recognize a lot of you don't know what that is, but at its most basic, the Hatch Act prohibits political activity conducted in an official capacity. Now, in this particular situation, what they're investigating the Biden-Harris administration for is that they are inappropriately using taxpayer funds to mass defective Medicare Part D policies. These are policies that would increase the taxpayer burden from $30 per month to $142 next year. This is what's going to happen to your monthly cost for Medicare. Now, the reason they're being investigated for violations of the Hatch Act is that should have already kicked in because the Biden-Harris administration took $230 billion from Medicare to fund the EV tax credits. Then when the seniors' premiums started spiking, the Biden-Harris administration took more money to pay off insurers to delay price hikes until after the election. So basically, the Biden-Harris administration fucked up. They raided $320 billion from Medicare to pay for their EV tax. And the result from that was Medicare premiums were going to spike. So what the Biden-Harris administration did was take money from other things and paid into Medicare to try to keep the prices down. But they are only putting enough money in to keep the prices down until after November 5th. That's why they're being investigated under the Hatch Act, because they are inappropriately using funds that are not meant for this, and they are paying it into Medicare to cover up their own mistake, and they are only covering it up until after November 5th. Because in all reality, all of your Medicare premiums should have gone through the fucking roof. Your monthly Medicare premiums should have almost increased by 5 times. But the Biden-Harris administration is hiding that price increase until after the election. And I'm going to be honest with you, this is going to be a really hard thing to fix. Now, the Biden-Harris administration doesn't care about actually fixing it because they're just going to blame the drug companies or the hospitals or the insurers. But in reality, there's no way around this. Like those of you on Medicare, your monthly payments next year are going to go through the fucking roof. And it's all because the Biden-Harris administration fucked up and robbed $230 billion from you. Also, they could pay for those EV tax credits. And like I said, I don't even know what Trump can do to fix what Biden and Harris fucked up. Yeah, those of you on Medicare are fucked. You need to be ready to pay 4 to 5 times what you're currently paying. And the Biden-Harris administration hadn't worked to cover this up until the election. And let's be honest, if you have a choice in this election, do you want to vote for the guy that might be able to fix it? Or do you want to vote for the people that fucked it up and are now trying to cover it up until after November 5th? I mean, decision's yours.
This is all a darn shame. Okay, so what do you all think about all of the nefariousness coming out? Okay, it's just a darn shame. Now, let me show you guys a video that this guy sent in about the flood and devastation where he is. Likes up, everyone. And listen, let me just tell you guys, this video, I don't want it to be like 2 hours long or whatever. So I'm going to end this video after I talk about Kabami and Biden. And I'm going to just do a whole nother, put out another link for the Diddy stuff. Okay, I'm going to make this into 2 videos. Y'all can just join the next chat. But hold on, let me pull this up real quick. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. Okay, this is easier so I don't start getting my receipts confused.
Roll call. You see this behind me? This is Asheville, North Carolina. I want to shout out the brother Unique from Asheville, North Carolina. This is actually his clothing line I'm wearing. He reached out to me and he told me, yo, Hope, I have Wi-Fi on and off. Barely have any Wi-Fi. I'm able to reach you and we need some help. The government is not giving us no assistance and it's really bad out here. I didn't realize how bad it was. Half the city was flooded, as you can see behind me, like really flooded. So this right here is a distress call because there's a lot of brothers and sisters out there with no food, no Wi-Fi, no lights, some with no shelter, homeless. This hurricane is worse than I thought. I didn't know it was this bad. And it's not getting much media coverage if you didn't recognize. It's not getting as much media cover of like Irene or like the one in New Orleans, Hurricane Katrina. But it's just as bad, maybe worse. So I'm asking y'all to please, Unique gave me his cell phone number. And he said for y'all to please call his cell phone number. Anybody that can offer any assistance, call his cell phone number. And if he's able to pick up, he's going to pick up anything that we can send him. Anything. Unique is out there. He's trying. He's trying to help his entire community, the entire city. And let's do what we can do on our end. Because the government said there's no longer any assistance that they can give to hurricane victims right now. So we got to do what we got to do. So this roll call is about helping those that's in need right now. It's really, really bad out there, guys. Thank you for all your support. Everybody, please call Unique cell phone number. As you can see it on the screen right now. Salute, Unique. I told you I got you, bro. You're ready.
All right, you all saw that. The devastation continues, honey, at the end of the day. Okay, so let's have a word from our sponsor, 12 Tribes.
Do not buy 12 Tribes on Earth hair growth oil and hair magic elixir unless you want super healthy, gorgeous hair that grows. They have a whole line of amazing hair growth products, including hair growth leave-in conditioner spray, hair growth shampoo, hair growth spray, and hair growth butter. I'm starting to sense a theme here. They include quality natural ingredients. They smell amazing, and you can see the results for yourself. So if you're looking for healthy hair growth for your natural or relaxed hair, try 12 Tribes on Earth today.
All right, so with that all been said, don't forget that you can purchase your 12 Tribes hair oil at Etsy.com. Just look for Lisa Crafts, and also you can find it on Walmart.com. Okay, and so what do you all think? Do you all actually think that Kamala is telling the truth about how she feels about fracking at this point? Because, I just really can't believe anything that she says. I mean, yes, Trump lies, but again, so does she, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, and so does she. And they had talked about Trump criticizing Kamala's intelligence, and that fool said that he had to do it. He literally said that he had to do it. Okay, so let's go to the footage. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share.
Criticized her appearance, you've criticized her intelligence. Is that the message to win over those moderate voters that you're going to need in the middle?
No, I don't think so. I think that the message is what a bad job they've done. I mean, if you look at this economy, if you look at inflation, and, I love this country. I have to do what it takes to win. I have to get this country going because we're going to lose our country.
Why insult her intelligence?
Well, I have to do that. Well, I don't think she's a very bright person. I do feel that. I mean, I think that's right. I think I am a very bright person. And a lot of people say that. I don't think she's a very bright person. And you know what? Our country needs a very smart person. And I don't think she's a very smart person.
And then he had the nerve to say that he didn't consider that an insult. It was just a fact. See, this is why Trump is hilarious, okay? If he doesn't get in the White House, he needs to start doing stand-up comedy, okay? Also nefarious at the end of the day. He said, I don't consider that an insult. It's just a fact. Oh my goodness, he is hilarious. Okay, so anyway, with that all being said, listen, everybody, please get those likes up. Please like and share. Okay, I love you guys. Now, with that all being said, okay, Greta said it's not an insult, it's a fact. Okay, please make it all make sense. I mean, here's the thing, but seriously, all jokes aside, we need to be asking ourselves, can we trust Kabami and Biden? And the answer is no. I would have to say no. Now, you may feel differently, but I don't think they are to be trusted. Because at the end of the day, just look at their track record and then look at the fact of how they have sat up here and Kabami knowing good and darn well that her husband has a vested interest in what's going on down there and the devastation or the aftermath of the devastation of Hurricane Helene. Now, this is all crazy. Oh, but you know what? I forgot to show you all that video. Hold on. I forgot to show you guys the video where, hold on, let me pull it back up. Where the guy is talking about that was Kabami's Coca-Cola in the White House. Now, mind you, I'm not saying that it was her Coca-Cola. Okay, I'm not saying that I believe it, if it's true or any of that. I'm just showing you all this because that's what has been reported or what the person said in this video. And I just find it hilarious. Okay, because I told you all yesterday that I thought she was on Ambien. I was like, she didn't have her Ambien? Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Okay, here it is. I was about to say, don't tell me I didn't share it. Okay, likes up, everyone, please like and share. Here we go. It's all coming out in the wash, Kabami. Pay attention.
Well, I thought it helped. And at first, everything got better. Maybe because she started making more work trips. It was fine until last year's spring. Well, then her strange behavior suddenly returned. We understood everything. Gasps, inappropriate laughter, outbursts of anger. It became immediately obvious to those who worked with Harris from the beginning. Now, at some point, everything reaches a point of absurdity. And there was a big scandal. You guys probably even heard about it. In July, security found a bag of cocaine. And the worst part of it was that it got leaked to the journalists. So the matter couldn't be hushed up before it became public. Now, luckily, all the right-wing media immediately rushed to blame Hunter Biden. But the left was smart enough to ignore the story. It was eventually hushed up. But I heard that afterwards there was a very serious conversation between Harris and Biden. And the president was mad about what happened. Hunter Biden, unfortunately, was allowed to take the falser list. And this really angered Joe Biden. But, at this point, there was nothing he could do because it was either blame Hunter or put the blame where it rightfully belonged on Harris and her staff, which, that would have destroyed Biden's campaign. Everybody knows that Hunter's a drug addict, but if people got wind that Harris was partaking in the festivities, this would cause a major problem.
So it was Harris who brought the cocaine?
No, but the cocaine was brought in for Harris. The one from the staff brought it. Clearly, some high-ranking staffer.
So y'all heard that? Y'all heard that, right? Now, I can't confirm or deny, but I find it all suspicious because here's the thing. Remember last night when I was talking about Harris and I said, did she not have her Ambien? Y'all remember that? Because I thought that's what she might have been on due to her strange behavior with the laughing and the outburst of laughter for no apparent reason when nothing is clearly funny. And then how she was talking so slowly when she was in Georgia speaking to the hurricane victims and all of that. And then, somebody said that she had an alcohol problem. Honey, I just felt like she had some sort of problem. Now, mind you, I'm not saying this is all true, but I do indeed find it all interesting. Okay, I absolutely do find it all so interesting. Okay, it's so true or not. Something's up with that laugh and the way she was talking so slow the other day. I mean, y'all know it is. Even the Kabami apologists, you have to admit that something clearly was afoot. Okay? Please pay attention. And don't be in denial. Okay? Because I know some of y'all, specifically, beloved support the arts, really is in a whole bunch of denial. All right. And so that all being said, listen, I'm about to be out of here. Everyone, please get the likes up. Now, before you all go, just give me a minute or two because I'm posting this link and I want to be able to drop in the chat for you guys so you can just go straight to the next live. Okay. Hold on just a second. I'm almost done, beloveds. And I also forgot to tell you all yesterday about Big Joe did an interview with the media. Big Joe is Diddy's former bodyguard who was accused in that lawsuit with Thalia Graves. Okay. And I already reported to you guys that he put out a statement the day after and basically said that he didn't even know that woman. So, what do you all think? At the end of the day, I find it all interesting. Hold on. Almost done. Okay, here we go. Okay, so it's going to start at 2:15. That is about 10 minutes from now. Okay, so I'm going to drop the link in the chat. And you all can just go straight to that other chat for those of you who want to watch it. Some of y'all may not have been here for the Diddy gossip. You may have just been here for Kabami. And that's perfectly fine. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. And listen, I'm sure Lisa Cabrera would appreciate any of you who have been using her 12 Tribes on Earth oil for your hair if you would give a little testimonial, leave a message on her page in her community tab, just letting her know how you liked it, how it's working for you and all of that. Okay. So there's the link right there, guys. Okay, so I want to thank you all for tuning in once again. Please like and share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. All right, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Dr._A_Shakur, TikTok at Dr. A Shakur, Twitter, DGoddess27. And listen, I love you all to life. Okay, so each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember, beloveds, to keep the Most High first in your lives. Peace.
Gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunsa. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all at Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threats. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece. This time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got